What if the creator of The Walking Dead and Invincible launched an entirely new saga? Imagine a universe where two rival civilizations, bound by centuries of hatred, have turned war into their way of life. Then, fate throws a cruel twist. One pilot from each side, sworn enemies, crash on a barren alien world, with no armies, no weapons of mass destruction, and no way home. Survival forces them into an uneasy alliance. Every step is tense. Every glance could end in betrayal. And just when you think this story is about grudging cooperation, about two enemies learning to survive together, the ground shifts. Their one shot at escape, their lifeline off that planet, isn't just wreckage. It's a fucking transformer. Two starfires, an Agorian and a Zertonian, spiral through the cosmos, engines failing, alarms blurring. They burn through atmosphere and slam into a barren rocky desert. Our story begins in chaos. Derek, an Agorian pilot, wakes up first and drags himself from the wreckage, battered but alive. His AI glove, Handroid, flickers to life, scanning damage, cracking sarcastic comments, and running survival protocols. Derek is pragmatic, cautious, someone who's clearly used to improvising. But before he can catch his breath, he realises he's not the only survivor of the crash. Solila, his Zertonian counterpart. She's poised, disciplined, almost regal in posture, the complete opposite of Derek. Her first instinct is hostility. Raised to kill each other on sight, their instincts kick in immediately. Blades are drawn and threats are exchanged. And yet, neither strikes the killing blow. It's not mercy, it's survival. Because deep down both know, on this dead world, neither will last long alone. Sorry to interrupt, but if you haven't already, could you please try and click the hype button on this? I'm not too sure what it fully does yet, but if you're subscribed, you can click hype and smaller creators like myself can get higher up in the algorithm and my video gets promoted to more people. Only if you like it. If you don't, it's okay. I really appreciate it. Now back to the video. After a while, they realise they're stuck there together and they begin to salvage the wreckage, arguing constantly and barely avoid attacking each other with every passing glance. Derek uses Handroid to jury-rig parts and Solila critiques every single move. The tension doesn't ease. Every word between them is laced with venom, every action dripping with mistrust. But as their supplies dwindle, the grim truth sets in. Cooperation isn't optional. It's the only way either of them will make it off this rock alive. And while scavenging, they stumble across something buried in the desert. At first it looks like a wreckage, until it shifts. It's alive. A giant robot unfurls, wings stretching, eyes glowing. It's Jetfire, a transformer. And just when the story seems like a two-person survival drama, it takes a turn. And in that moment, the scope of Void rivals explodes outwardly. This isn't just a survival story, it's the opening saga of the Energon universe. Jetfire launches into the skies, leaving Derek and Solila stunned and stranded, more uncertain than ever about what they've stumbled upon. After realising how screwed they are, Derek suggests using their armour for spare parts, as it's the only technology left on this rock that might give them a chance of survival. And begrudgingly, Solila obliges. They remove their helmets, while casting scathing remarks at each other about how ugly the other person is going to be and what monster lies under that helmet, only to reveal that, after centuries of war and death, thinking the other side were some kind of sick monsters, they're both the same species. The fourth issue ends with not answers, but with tantalizing questions about what else is out there and how will these enemies face it side by side. Issue 1 does 3 things brilliantly. It sets up an intimate character drama where 2 rivals are forced to depend on each other. It builds a compelling mystery. What is the planet and what further truths lie beyond this waging war? And 3, it drops a universe-shaking reveal. This isn't a survival sci-fi story, it's the doorway into something much larger. By the end of the first issue, you're not just invested in Derek and Solila, you're desperate to see how their uneasy bond will be tested, and what the presence of Transformers mean for their fractured universe. If I were to pitch it in one line, Void Rivals is part survivor thriller, part enemy to ally drama, and part secret backdoor pilot to a whole new universe. And it's that combination that makes it impossible to put down. It's one of the best new series out right now. And I know it's necessarily not new out, it came out like a year ago, but if you don't read comics regularly, you've probably never heard of this, or the Energon universe. So if you've given your trust to Robert Kirkman before, please trust him again by giving this series a read. I think there's about 20 issues out right now, and all of them are worth it. I also recommend you read it before Kirkman officially takes over the new Transformers comic, so please catch up before then. Void Rivals is worth your time. Well yeah everyone, I hope you liked that video. Let me know what you thought down below, and make sure to hype it up if you do like it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.